It's a beautiful seed. You can take a screenshot of the seed here. Each has a cherry blossom forest. The mountain has a small mouth. Lens has light. Dozens of steps forward, suddenly enlightened. The mountains on either side stretch forward. No end in sight. The top of the mountain is covered with cherry blossom forest. Between the two mountains is a very long canyon. We're up in the air. Pull the render distance to 40 blocks, and you can feel the scale of this cherry blossom forest. But there's nothing in the middle. This seed can be said to be the perfect compensation. There are large cherry blossoms dancing in the air in front of you, then fly away in the breeze. Looking in the direction of the petals falling, there is a village. The village lives around a lake, away from the ground and isolated from the world. Quiet and beautiful. The whole thing looks like it's a great place to be secluded. Such a beautiful cherry blossom forest. Not high. If you do some light and shadow, I always feel almost interesting. You didn't see it, did you? Then let's get closer. It's always clear now. Is it cherry blossoms? A big piece surviving together, right? There is very mysterious seeds. You can take a screenshot of the seed here. 3 groups of plain tropical steppe. There's a desert and steppe. In fact, to be precise, there should be 4 groups here, because at the junction of the 3, a very inexplicable pillar appeared. The entire column is made of colorful clay. That is to say, this is actually a bad land group. It's just that the area is too small. I will draw a face for it. Oh, perfect.
Nice.
There may be a chest below this column. I try to break the block. There is nothing down there. It's not even as big as the houses in the village next door. This is a very common cactus. Let's say this height. Nothing inferior to that pillar just now. Okay, so how tall is it? To find out his height. And I found something very interesting. First, we take a piece of sand, come to the top of the cactus, and then against the side of the cactus. Place the sand. Pay attention. The top first piece here cannot be placed. Only in the second box. Don't blink next. The sand placed will suddenly disappear. Then it flashed wildly in the air. Twist and rotate. Finally act like nothing happened. Appear on the ground. At the same time, the cactus under our feet starts to fall from the bottom up. The process is more interesting to see from a second perspective. Sand deforms as it falls. Became a prism never seen in NC? Very outrageous. And of course, it counts. I got it. It's a cactus with 23 squares. And the result is definitely experience. This seed, the opening game threw us in the village of cherry blossom groves. The village is perfectly integrated with the woods. The cherry trees in front of me are swaying slowly in the wind, falling petals against the rising sun. I could sit here and watch all day with this view. The whole cherry blossom forest is huge, stretching forward hundreds of squares. Another village can be seen in the lens, but there is no cherry blossom forest here. In comparison, the scenery is still quite inferior. The same cherry blossom forest. And here's one of them. It's not big, but it's still a piece. At this time, some friends will ask, "Welcome to Robinson's Island. I found this island by accident. It is surrounded by sea." It sounds exciting. You can take a screenshot of the seed here. Let's look at the first seed first. The opening game was thrown directly into the water for us. Coming to the surface is land, so it's normal to have a desert village in the desert. Oh, rabbit meat. So yummy. But there's only 2 plots of land in this village. With camel, rabbit, little cat. Add an iron golem. What house? Famous or small animals or anything like that. And you can't even see the shadow of a log on the island if the ground is inexplicable. And look around. There are only 1 or 2 small islands scattered. The island is even more empty. There is a seabed in the water next to the village. Well, open the treasure box and you'll find. Inside is a gold helmet and 3 coals. After looking at the ground, is a very common abandoned mine. You can't even see a shadow here. So it's probably going to be hard to find wood around here. Inside the mine directly below the village, there are several diamonds exposed. But since we don't have any tools, then again, there are 2 plots of land and a large pile of hay on the island, and torches and iron brother for lighting. Well, at least we won't starve to death here. Don't worry about personal safety for the time being. Finally, let's summarize the supplies. We have 3 types in total. A golden helmet wheat coal. As for how to develop it, you can play it. You will find that the surrounding area is bare. At a glance, there is nothing but the sea or the sea. Even underground is the same as the last seed. Nothing but winding mines. The nearest landmass is about 500 miles away. Yes, this is it. The island can be said to be cleaner than the face. If any lucky friend. Random to the seed. Open the seed viewer to see. Around the face. Only a wasteland just landed. If you starve to death halfway through, you will come back again. Also rare is this forest mansion. He lives in the middle of a lake. So crazy. You can take a screenshot of the seed here. Next to it is a building. Abandoned Legend Gate and a village. The village has more land and fewer houses. Maybe it's too dangerous. Directly above the bottom of the mansion is a super high pool. It's freezing up there. The water here has been frozen over. Outer shaft up to 256 squares. I tried sliding down. There is a sunken ship on the roof of feuding. Hard to imagine. I'll go down there and see if there's a way down. Coast armor trim. Inside the mansion, there are pillagers wandering around, and I see a killer and zombie in it. Are the villagers here really safe? Yeah. They have 2 doors to enter the house, and they have a second floor. Their chest also has a lot of stuff for us to take.